John Henry was born in a small town in the American South in the 1840s. His mother, a strong and resilient woman, instilled in him the values of hard work and determination. From an early age, he distinguished himself with his exceptional strength, lifting weights that even grown men found difficult to carry. It was often said that when he struck with his steel sledgehammer, even the rocks trembled in fear. Becoming a steel driver, John Henry was responsible for driving steel piles into the ground to build the railroad tracks that would cross America. He worked for a team of railroad workers, courageous men who faced difficult conditions. The days were long, exhausting, and often dangerous. But John Henry distinguished himself not only by his physical strength, but also by his team spirit and camaraderie with his colleagues. One day, an ambitious entrepreneur decided to introduce a steam engine to replace manual labor. This machine could dig faster and more efficiently than any man could. This caused great concern among the workers, who feared losing their jobs and being unable to provide for their families. John Henry, aware of the threat this machine posed to him and his comrades, felt a deep need to defend their dignity and worth as workers. Hearing rumors about the machine, John Henry decided to take up the challenge. With unwavering determination, he announced, "I will prove that man can beat machine." The other workers, at first skeptical, began to gather around him, seeing in him a symbol of hope. They knew that John Henry was an exceptional man, capable of achieving the impossible. On the day of the challenge, a huge crowd gathered at the construction site. The workers, nervous but excited, watched intently. John Henry, dressed in his work clothes and armed with his 2 steel sledgehammers, stood ready to confront the machine. The contractor had brought in the steam engine, loud and imposing, which seemed intimidating in the face of the man it was about to challenge. When the signal was given, John Henry began to pound the ground with such force that it seemed as if the earth itself was responding to his blows. The sound of the sledgehammers echoed in the hot air, and the crowd was in a trance, cheering and shouting his name. Meanwhile, the machine, although fast, was no match for John Henry's brute strength and passion. The hours passed, and the competition grew more and more intense. John Henry, focused and determined, let nothing distract him. His arms were tired, but he did not give up. He knew that the fate of his comrades depended on his victory. The other workers cheered him on, singing work songs to help him find the energy to do this. Finally, after hard work and a titanic struggle, John Henry completed his tunnel first, beating the steam engine. The crowd erupted in joy, clapping and shouting with happiness. They had a hero, a symbol of human strength in the face of adversity. But as the celebrations began, a heavy silence fell over the crowd as John Henry, exhausted from the monumental effort, collapsed to the ground, his overworked heart no longer able to take the strain. In his final moments, he whispered, "I have proved that man can be stronger than a machine." John Henry died with his sledgehammer in his hand, but his spirit lived on in the hearts of every worker who had seen his courage. His sacrifice became a legend, inspiring generations to fight for their rights and believe in their own strength. The story of John Henry is more than just a contest between a man and a machine. It embodies universal themes that resonate deeply across generations and cultures. First, John Henry represents human courage and determination in the face of adversity. In a world of constant change, where machines and technology seem to be taking over humans, his fight symbolizes the struggle for dignity and recognition for workers. The main morale of this story is that the strength and resilience of the human spirit can often overcome the most formidable challenges. John Henry sacrificed his life to defend his worth as a worker. His heroism reminds each of us of the importance of fighting for what we believe in, even when circumstances seem unfavorable. In many areas of modern life, people continue to face similar challenges, whether in the world of work, technology, or other aspects of society. Additionally, John Henry's story raises questions about mechanization and the impact of technology on jobs. In an age where automation and artificial intelligence are increasingly taking over our daily lives, John Henry's struggle remains relevant. It pushes us to reflect on the balance between technological efficiency and the need to preserve human jobs. The moral here is that while machines can make our lives easier, they should not replace the humanity, creativity, and innovation that only individuals can bring. John Henry has also become a symbol of solidarity among workers. His legend embodies the strength of community and the importance of helping each other. John Henry's comrades who supported him during his challenge represent all those who fight together for their rights and dignity. The moral here is that unity and collaboration are essential to overcoming obstacles. When people come together for a common cause, they become stronger and more resilient. Finally, John Henry's story reminds us that an individual's true legacy is not measured only by their accomplishments, but also by their impact on others and society as a whole. Although John Henry lost his life, his story continues to inspire generations. His courage and determination are celebrated in songs, poems, and stories, reminding each of us that we can all make a difference, no matter the challenges we face. The moral of John Henry's story is a timeless lesson about courage, solidarity, and the importance of valuing humanity in an ever-changing world. It inspires us to stand up for what we believe in, support our fellow human beings, and never forget the undeniable value of each individual in the grand scheme of life.